happy Monday and welcome to another week's training on the road to Telford 10k. So Telford 10k, my goal race that I've been training for the last 4 or 5 weeks since the marathon, is only 2 weeks away. So just going to go over a few of the things that I'm going to be doing this week and next to sharpen up, ready to have a good run there. So today's run on Monday is just a nice easy 10k recovery run, because I've got a massive session yesterday still in my legs, so my muscles still feel a bit tight, so do my joints are aching a little bit from the 3x5k session. All at aim to get under 20 minutes for each 5k, which was a session I've wanted to hit for a while, and finally got around to hitting it yesterday, so happy with that one. More details are in the last video of that one. And on to this week. So again, I'm probably going to do similar mileage to last week, so somewhere between 40 and 50 miles. We'll concentrate on hitting 3 quality sessions in the week, or maybe 2 quality sessions. I think I'll look at hitting either Wednesday or Thursday some intervals, and then I'm going to go to Conkers and do a parkrun effort on the Saturday, a 5k effort. That will class as like a short tempo run, and another session there. So a couple of sessions, a long run on Sunday, and then taper down. Probably a similar week next week before Telford, so check in throughout the week. It's now Wednesday and I'm on a little spin out recovery run on my lunch break around the washlands. So we're going to do half an hour or around about 4 miles, something like that distance, and just a little loop to stretch my legs off, because last night's run I did a 10 miler with Sam, so it's around steady pace, just over 7-minute miles, so my legs are a little bit stiff after that. Just shake them out, and I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm going to do a session. Well, particularly excited to get down and train with my club, so that's South Derbyshire road runners, and we'll probably do some form of interval session around Conkers car park, where the park run is at the weekend. So yeah, looking forward to that tonight. I'll check in later in the week.
It's time to round up this week's training. So starting off with Monday was that easy 10k at just over 8-minute mile pace. Moving on to Tuesday was a 10-mile run with Sam. That was just over 7-minute mile pace, so that's my steady run of the week. Next run was an easy run on Wednesday lunchtime, 8:10 a mile, nice and easy pace for me. I then did my first session back at South Derbyshire for quite a while, so that was a 5 to 4 minutes interval session. Great session, always good to be running as part of the group. The average pace on this says 6:14 a mile, but as it was including the 4 minutes on and 2 minutes off, so the ons were probably something like 5:50s and the offs were somewhere closer to 7, so really good session that. It was good to be back. I then probably wouldn't do this normally, but did back-to-back sessions because it was only a shorter session, and I suppose this 5-mile tempo was a bit of a shorter session. I ran the 5-mile tempo with Robbie. We were both feeling a little bit sluggish after work, a bit tired as well. We're trying to aim for 6:15's pace, but we ended up getting around about 6:30 pace. But it's still a solid session. We both thought that we worked hard. It was in the dark, in the cold. We're both a bit tired, so we're just good to get out there and get that one done. Moving on to Friday, so I met up with Stuart Beckett. That's Beckett Runs on his YouTube. I'll try and link his channel in if I can. So I did an easy 6. That was actually as part of Stuart's session, so I was pacing him on some of his progression run there. Then third speed session of the week on Saturday, so Conkers parkrun, which is my park run I've done the most. It's my local one, where most of my club go to. I tried to treat it as a speed session. Went out the first mile at sub 6 miles. Was probably trying to hold 6-minute miles for the whole 3 miles of it. Second, probably lost my legs a little bit up the hill. Second mile felt okay, but then when I come onto the third mile, back up the hill and back into the finish, sort of about halfway through that, just didn't feel like I had the speed in my legs. So the last mile dropped down to about a 6:30, but I was still pleased. Got 19:17 I think in the end for parkrun, so pleased with that. It's a decent session there. And then Sunday, met up with Robbie and Stuart again for some easy miles. So Stuart was doing part of his 2x2 mile tempo session, so me and Robbie were running at sort of our long run pace, and we looped back and checked in with Stuart for his session there. So it's always good to keep each other company on that. So going over the whole week then, it was 50 miles this week. I've moved up from 45 miles last week, and to include 3 speed sessions in there, that's exactly what I wanted. With 1 week to go before Telford. So check back in the next video, and I'll be linking in to see what happens in race week and see how we get on at Telford.